Focus. Listen closely, because the next few minutes are going to determine whether you step into your destiny in 2026, or if you repeat the same cycle of disappointment you have been stuck in for years. There is a specific reason why you are hearing this right now. It is not an algorithm, it is an assignment. We're approaching a critical spiritual threshold on February 15th, a date that marks the separation between those who will carry their harvest into the future and those who will lose it to the wind. You have felt it, haven't you? The sudden resistance, the strange fatigue, the way things seem to fall apart the moment you speak about them. This is not bad luck. This is not a coincidence. You are under a spiritual wiretap, and the greatest danger to your future right now is not a demon in the night, but the words leaving your own mouth. You are a chosen one, and because you are chosen, you operate under different laws of physics and spirit than the people around you. For the average person, a plan is just a plan. For you, a plan is a prophecy. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. And prophecies are sensitive. I need you to understand that there is a divine intervention happening right now, a spiritual seal being placed upon your lips to protect you from yourself. Many of you are unknowingly broadcasting your future plans on open frequencies, handing the enemy the very coordinates needed for destruction. Think about the last time you had a breakthrough. A financial blessing was on the way, a new relationship was budding, or perhaps you finally found the clarity to start that business. You felt the joy swell in your chest, the relief. And what was the first thing you did? You picked up the phone, you sent a text, you posted a vague status update, you shared the good news, and within 24 hours the atmosphere shifted, the deal fell through, the person ghosted you, the motivation evaporated into a thick fog of depression. You were left wondering, why does this always happen to me? I am here to tell you exactly why. It is not because you are unworthy. It is because you are loud. You are dealing with an enemy that is not omniscient. We give the dark side too much credit. We think they can read our minds. They cannot. Only the Creator has access to the inner sanctum of your thoughts. The enemy relies on intelligence gathering. It relies on what it hears. Your spoken words are open frequencies that alert monitoring spirits. These are entities assigned specifically to watch and listen for a target. They do not bother with those who have no destiny. They hunt for information, and by announcing your next move, you are giving them the precise location of your harvest. Before I break down exactly how this spiritual espionage works and give you the protocol to stop it, I need you to make a commitment. This is not just a video, this is a training ground. If you are ready to secure your future, I want you to like this video right now. Not for the algorithm, but as a digital signal that you are present, you are listening, and you are ready to seal your lips to save your life. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We are building a fortress here, a community of those who are waking up. Join us. Now let's go deeper. We need to talk about the Joseph syndrome. This is the diagnosis for 90% of chosen ones. We look at the story of Joseph in the Bible, a young man with a massive destiny, a coat of many colors that represented favor and authority. Joseph had a dream. He saw his brothers bowing down to him. He saw his elevation. And what was his mistake? It wasn't that he had the dream. The dream was from God. His mistake was that he went to breakfast and told the dream to people who did not have the capacity to carry it. He told his brothers. We often think Joseph was arrogant, but if you look at the psychology of a chosen one, it is rarely arrogance. It is loneliness. I know you understand this. You walk a path that is solitary. You see things others don't see. You feel things others don't feel. When you finally get a glimpse of hope, a glimpse of your future, you are so starved for connection, so desperate for someone to say, I see it too, that you share your divine pearls with people who are committed to their own mud. You are seeking validation from those incapable of understanding your spiritual assignment. You are casting pearls before swine, and as the scripture warns, they will not only trample the pearls, but they will turn and tear you to pieces. Your brothers, your friends, even your family members, they may not be evil people. They may love you, but you must distinguish between their heart and their spirit. A person can love you humanly, but harbor a spirit of jealousy, fear, or stagnation that reacts violently to your progress. When you share a big vision with a small-minded person, their spirit feels threatened. It triggers a subconscious sabotage. They might say, are you sure that's safe? Or who do you think you are? Or that sounds risky. Those words are not just opinions, they are curses. They are spiritual blockades thrown onto the tracks of your destiny. This is why silence is not just a strategy, it is a requirement for survival. We are entering a 3-year cycle leading up to 2026. What you establish in this season, specifically starting from this February 15th portal, will define the next decade of your life. The seeds you are planting now, whether they are financial, relational, or regarding your health, are in a fragile state of germination. Think about nature. When you plant a seed, you bury it, you put it in the dirt, you cover it up. It requires total darkness to trigger the process of life. If you were to dig up that seed every day to show your neighbors, look, I planted something. Look, it's growing. What would happen? You would kill the root system. You would expose it to light before it has developed the capacity to handle the light. The sun, which is meant to nourish the plant, will scorch the seed if it is exposed too early. Your dreams are the same. They are seeds. They require the darkness of secrecy to germinate. They need to develop a root system in the secret place, in the silence, where only you and the divine are tending to them. Premature exposure kills the root system. You have been exposing your seeds to the scorching heat of public opinion and the freezing cold of envy before they have even broken ground. And then you cry over a barren harvest. The harvest isn't barren because the ground was bad. It's barren because the farmer couldn't keep a secret. I want you to reflect on this for a moment. Think of the last 3 major goals you announced to the world. Did they manifest, or did they fizzle out in a cloud of confusion? Now, think of the things you kept entirely to yourself, the moves you made in silence. Those are the ones that usually succeed. This is the law of the spiritual economy. But there is a darker element at play here, something you need to be aware of as we approach the middle of this month. We call them monitoring spirits, but you can think of them as spiritual surveillance. These entities are legalistic. They operate on laws. One of the laws of the spiritual realm is that authority is established through the spoken word. Let there be light, and there was light. Words are containers of power. When you speak, you're not just making sound, you are structuring reality. However, when you speak about a pregnancy, whether it's a baby, a business, or a breakthrough, before it is full term, you are inviting abortion. Monitoring spirits are attracted to the sound of potential. They are like sharks that smell blood in the water. The moment you articulate, I am going to get that promotion, or I am finally healing from this sickness, you light up on their radar. They come to test the word. They come to challenge the reality you just declared. If you had stayed silent, you would have been able to build your defense systems. You would have been able to fortify your spirit, pray over the plan, and strategize without interference. But because you leaked the intel, the enemy knows exactly where to set the trap. They know you are expecting money, so they break your car. They know you are expecting love, so they send an ex-partner to confuse you. They know you are working on your peace, so they trigger a family conflict. This is tactical warfare, and your loose lips are supplying the enemy with ammunition. I know this is heavy. I know this confronts the part of you that just wants to be known, that wants to be celebrated. We live in a culture that screams, if you didn't post it, it didn't happen. That is a lie from the pit designed to keep chosen ones empty. The most powerful things happening on earth right now are happening in secret. The most powerful people are the ones you don't know everything about. So how do we break this? How do we heal this addiction to external approval? Because that is what it is, an addiction. You get a hit of dopamine when you tell someone your plan. Their eyes widen, they say, wow, and for a moment you feel like you've already achieved it. Your brain releases the reward chemicals before you have done the work. This destroys your drive. You trick your subconscious into thinking the task is done, so you lose the hunger needed to actually execute it. Here is the protocol for the next 6 months, starting immediately. This is the silence fast. First, you must identify your inner circle versus your outer court. In the ancient temple, there was the outer court where everyone could go. There was the holy place where only priests could go, and there was the Holy of Holies where only the high priest entered once a year. Your life must be structured this way. Most people in your life, co-workers, casual friends, social media followers, are in the outer court. They get the general news. They see the weather, not the climate. I'm doing well. Busy with work. Family is good. That is all they get. Then you have the holy place. This is for 2 or 3 people maximum. These are people who have a proven track record of interceding for you, not competing with you. People who are spiritually mature enough to carry your burden without dropping it. If you don't have these people yet, that is okay. It is better to be alone in the holy place than to fill it with spies. The next step in the protocol is learning to deflect. People are nosy. They will ask, so what are you working on these days? Or are you seeing anyone? You need to have a prepared script so you don't panic and overshare. A simple, I'm just focusing on personal growth right now, keeping things low-key, is a complete sentence. Or, I'm exploring a few options, I'll let you know when things settle. You must become comfortable with being mysterious. Let them wonder. Let them speculate. Their confusion is your protection. There is a power in being underestimated. When you are silent, people can't figure out your angle. They can't calculate your velocity. If they can't see you coming, they can't block you. You want to be like a submarine, deep, silent, invisible, until you surface with such magnitude that your presence cannot be denied. This is how you win in 2026. You don't announce the victory, you manifest it. I want to address a specific pain point that many of you are feeling. It's the pain of being misunderstood. You think that if you explain yourself enough, if you share your heart enough, people will finally get you. They will finally respect you. Listen to me. You cannot explain yourself into being respected. You cannot talk your way into being valued. The only thing that commands respect in this dimension is fruit, results. When you show up with the harvest, they will respect the harvest. But if you keep talking about the seeds, they will think you are crazy. Stop trying to convince people of your destiny. Your destiny is not a debate, it is a decision. Every time you try to justify your path to someone who is committed to misunderstanding you, you leak energy. You leak power. That energy is needed for your creation. You are exhausted because you are using your creative fuel to manage your public relations. Fire your PR department. Shut down the press conferences. Go into the darkroom. and develop your picture. As we approach February 15th, the spiritual atmosphere is thinning. The veil is lifting. This is a time of high sensitivity. If you have been feeling an urge to purge your friends list, to withdraw from social engagements, to spend time alone, follow that urge. That is your spirit trying to get you into the bunker before the bombing starts. There is a shaking coming, a realignment of destinies. Those who are loose with their tongues will be shaken out of position. Those who are anchored in silence will ride the wave to higher ground. I want you to imagine your life 3 years from now, 2026. Imagine you are living in the house you wanted, running the business you dreamed of, surrounded by peace. Now look back at the version of you today. The only way to get from here to there is to build a bridge of silence. You must carry your dream across the chasm of doubt without dropping it. This week I challenge you, when the urge comes to call that friend and vent, stop. Write it down instead. When the urge comes to post that photo that hints at your new project, stop. Save it to your camera roll. Sit with the energy. Let it build up inside you. Let that pressure turn into a diamond. You will feel a physical sensation of burning. That is the fire of transformation. Do not let the steam out. Let the engine run. The enemy is terrified of a silent chosen one. A loud Christian, a loud spiritualist, a loud dreamer. They are easy targets. They are predictable. But a silent one is dangerous because the enemy doesn't know where to strike. They don't know if you are weak or strong. They don't know if you are giving up or gearing up. Be the glitch in the matrix. Be the blank space they cannot read. I feel that for some of you, this message is a rescue mission. You were about to sign a contract and tell the wrong person. You were about to introduce your partner to a jealous friend. You were about to share your business idea with a family member who has never succeeded at anything. Stop, halt, abort the transmission, keep it safe. The Joseph syndrome ends today. You will no longer be the naive dreamer thrown into a pit because you couldn't read the room. You are now the Joseph who rules Egypt. And if you remember the end of the story, when Joseph was in power, he didn't reveal himself immediately to his brothers. He tested them, he waited, he used wisdom. You must graduate from the Joseph in the pit to the Joseph in the palace. The difference is discretion. I want to give you a spiritual affirmation to use this week. Say this every morning when you wake up. My life is a sealed book. My plans are covered by the shadow of the Almighty. I do not seek validation from men. I seek confirmation from God. My silence is my strength. My mystery is my shield. Say it until you believe it. Say it until your cells vibrate with the truth of it. You are moving into a season of high stakes. The rewards are massive, but the risks are real. The loose lips of your past have cost you enough. They cost you time. They cost you relationships. They cost you peace. Do not let them cost you your 2026 destiny. The bill has been paid. The lesson has been learned. Now, apply it. There is someone watching this who feels like it's too late. You feel like you've already told everyone. You've already messed it up. The enemy already knows. Let me speak to you. Grace is timeless. You can institute a silence protocol today and confuse the enemy tomorrow. The moment you stop broadcasting, the signal goes dead. They might know where you were, but they won't know where you are going. You can change your trajectory instantly by changing your communication habits. It is not too late, but you must start now. Before I reveal the final key to locking in this protection, I need to ask you something. Are you part of the 1% who actually finishes what they start? Most people clicked off this video minutes ago. They want the blessing, but they don't want the discipline, but you are still here. That tells me you are serious. That tells me you are a threat to the kingdom of darkness. If you are ready to walk in this new level of authority, I want you to type, "Silence is my power," in the comments. Don't just think it, type it. Engaging with this truth physically helps to anchor it in your subconscious. Let the comment section be a scroll of declaration. Silence is my power. The final key is this: gratitude in the dark. When you are keeping these secrets, when you are building in the dark, it can feel lonely. You don't get the applause. You don't get the likes. You must learn to praise God in the hallway. You must learn to celebrate yourself. Every night, look at what you are building and say, thank you. Generate the feeling of gratitude as if the whole world already knows. This vibrational frequency of gratitude acts as a cloak of invisibility. It raises your vibration so high that low-level monitoring spirits cannot touch you. They operate in the realm of fear, pride, and envy. Gratitude is too high for them, it blinds them. So, you are not just being silent, you are being grateful. You are building a sanctuary of joy inside your heart that no one has a key to. This is how you become invincible. February 15th is the marker. From that day forward, treat your life like a classified operation. You are a spiritual agent on a mission. The world doesn't need to know the details, they just need to see the results. Let your success make the noise. Let your healing be the testimony. Let your peace be the loudest thing about you. You have been called for such a time as this. Do not forfeit your crown for a moment of attention. Hold the line. Seal your lips. Watch what happens in the next 6 months. You won't recognize your life, and neither will they. I am standing with you in spirit. We are in this together. Stay focused, stay silent, stay chosen. Now take a deep breath. Release the need to tell. Inhale the power of the secret. You are ready. If this message unlocks something in your spirit, do not keep it to yourself, but share it the right way. Send this video to one person you trust, someone who is also on this path. Help them seal their lips too. Building a circle of silent warriors is the ultimate strategy. And remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We have much more work to do, and I don't want you to miss the next briefing. Until next time, walk in wisdom. But wisdom is not static, wisdom is movement. And now that you have mastered the art of closing your mouth, you must master the art of opening your spirit. The silence you have just successfully implemented is merely the container. Now we must discuss the substance that fills it. This is where the true danger lies, and this is where 90% of people fail. They achieve silence, but they mistake it for emptiness. If you create a vacuum in your life by removing the noise of others, and you do not fill it with the intention of your own divine purpose, something else will rush in to fill that void. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so does the spiritual realm. You have stopped broadcasting to the world, which is excellent. You have cut the wires that leaked your energy to doubters and saboteurs. But you must ask yourself a terrifyingly honest question right now. What is the broadcast running inside your own head? When the room is quiet, when the phone is down, when the validation from friends is gone because you are no longer telling them your every move. What is the voice saying in the echo chamber of your mind? For many of you, the silence of the mouth has revealed the screaming of the insecurities. This is the next level of the battle. You are no longer fighting them. You are fighting the old version of you that is panicking because it is being starved of attention. We need to talk about the withdrawal phase. This is a biological and spiritual reality. When you stop seeking external validation, when you stop telling your plans to get that hit of dopamine from people saying, "Wow, that's a great idea," your brain goes into withdrawal. You might feel a sudden wave of depression, loneliness, or a feeling that you don't exist. This is not a sign that you are doing something wrong. It is the definitive sign that you are doing something right. You are detoxing from the addiction to approval. In this quiet place, you might feel the urge to break the seal, to just tell one person, to post just one cryptic hint on social media. Do not do it. That urge is the dying breath of your mediocrity. Let's go deeper into the neuroscience of this silence. Your reticular activating system, or RAS, has been programmed for decades to look for feedback from others to define your reality. By instituting the silence protocol, you have effectively blindfolded your RAS. It is searching for a signal. This is the precise moment you must hijack the system. You must replace the external feedback loop with an internal feedback loop. This is what the great mystics meant by praying without ceasing. It isn't mumbling words all day. It is maintaining an internal state of assumed reality that does not depend on outside confirmation. Here is the secret that the wealthy and the spiritually advanced know. The energy you use to waste explaining yourself is the exact same energy required to manifest your new reality. It is raw, creative fuel. Every time you wanted to explain yourself but didn't, you saved a unit of power. Now, what do you do with that power? You transmute it. You use it to build a hologram of your future so dense, so real, and so vivid in your imagination that your brain begins to believe it has already happened. I want you to try a technique this week called the mirror of the mind. Since you are not talking to others, you will talk to the version of you that exists 6 months from now. In the shower, in the car, while you are cooking, start having conversations with your future self. Ask him or her, how did we get here? How does it feel to be debt-free? How does it feel to be healed? And then answer yourself. It sounds like madness to the world, but it is sanity to the spirit. You are building a neural bridge to your destiny. You are training your nervous system to be comfortable with the level of success that is coming, so that when it arrives, you don't self-sabotage. But be warned, as you do this, as you build in the dark, the enemy will try to use your silence against you. People will start to project their own insecurities onto your quietness. They will ask, "Are you mad at me? You seem distant. Have you lost your passion?" They are used to the noisy you, the one who sought their permission. The silent you intimidates them because the silent you is sovereign. Do not apologize for your evolution. When they ask, "What have you been up to?" you simply smile and say, "I've been focusing on some personal growth. It's been very peaceful." That is it. You give them the wrapper, but you never show them the gift. You must become comfortable with being misunderstood. In fact, being misunderstood is a promotion. It means you have moved into a realm of complexity and depth that requires a higher level of consciousness to comprehend. If everyone understands you, you are operating at the lowest common denominator. Let's address the 3 a.m. phenomenon. Many of you are waking up between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. In the medical world, they call this a disruption of the circadian rhythm or a spike in cortisol, but we are looking through the lens of spirit. This is the watch hour. This is when the veil between the physical and the spiritual is thinnest. If you are keeping your plans silent during the day, your spirit is highly active at night. If you wake up at this time, do not reach for your phone. Do not check the news. This is an invitation. You are being summoned to a strategy meeting with the divine. In the silence of 3 a.m., your logical mind is groggy, which means your subconscious is wide open. Whatever you plant in your mind at this hour takes root instantly. If you lie there worrying about money, you are planting seeds of poverty in fertile soil. If you lie there replaying an argument, you are planting seeds of conflict. Instead, use the silence. Lie still and visualize the outcome of the secret plans you are harboring. Feel the sheets against your skin and equate that reality with the reality of your success. Say, "It is done. Thank you, Father, that it is done." Then go back to sleep. You have just programmed the quantum field while the rest of the world is unconscious. I have to pause here. I need to know if you are grasping the magnitude of this shift. This isn't just about not talking. This is about becoming an energetic fortress. If you are following this, if you are feeling the weight of this truth, I want you to hit the like button right now. Not for the algorithm, but as a signal to yourself that you are locking this in. You are agreeing with this wisdom. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you are missing the daily bread that feeds this transformation. Join us. We are building an army of silent giants. Now let's talk about the Trojan horse strategy. As you move toward 2026, you will still need to interact with the world. You cannot live in a cave. You have a job, a family, obligations. How do you maintain the silence protocol while navigating a noisy world? You use the Trojan horse. You appear to be just like them, but inside, you're carrying a kingdom. You engage in small talk. You discuss the weather, the sports, the news, superficial topics that cost you nothing. You blend in, but you never open the gates to the inner sanctum. This is a form of spiritual camouflage. It protects your dreams from the evil eye. The evil eye isn't some superstitious curse. It is the focused energy of envy and jealousy. When you expose your tender, growing dreams to the envy of others, it acts like a frost on a new crop. It kills the momentum. By engaging in normal, surface-level conversation, you deflect that energy. You give them nothing to latch onto. You are pleasant, you are kind, but you are a vault. There is a specific danger I must warn you about. The benevolent attention. You need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.